Hi, I'm Kathy Johnson, and I'm the STAND counselor at Churchill High School. And one of the things I do in my job is I focus on mental health. Mental health is very, very important to me. I remember when I was 15 years old, my older brother attempted suicide. And I remember how devastating it was to my entire family. And I remember my parents getting help from my brother. But one thing I do remember is we never talked about it. It was a conversation that never really happened in our house. 10 years ago, I lost a very dear cousin of mine. He was in his early 20s. He died by suicide. Again, it was something that was devastating to our family, but we really didn't talk about it. As a counselor and an educator for 26 years, I have seen and witnessed many families go through this suffering and pain when they've lost a loved one to suicide, or they've had a loved one suffer from a mental health issue. And one of my jobs on my campus is to educate students and parents and staff, because education and creating an awareness of this can really help others. We have to reduce the stigma of mental illness, and we need to start talking about it. And we really need to start talking about it now. Over the last 4 years, I have lost students that have died by suicide. And one of the things I keep reflecting on is, what can we do? What can we do to help everyone learn more about this? How can we recognize the signs so we can do early intervention? Because intervention is the key. And we need to be able to talk about it. And we need to be open. And we need to start having the conversations one person at a time. So please, if you're ever struggling, if you're ever depressed, or you feel alone, or you feel isolated, or you're very anxious, or you just don't know and you don't feel motivated to do anything, please reach out. Please ask for help. Please know that people are there. We care about you and you're not alone. And we will get through this together. So don't stay silent. Reach out. Know that people care. What are some warning signs that you might notice about somebody that might be depressed? Well, first of all, you look for changes in behavior. So if you see your child, or if you have a friend that is not leaving their room and they're staying, it's somebody that's very social and all of a sudden they start to disengage, that could be a sign. If somebody's sleeping all day, not motivated to get up, that could be a sign. A student that maybe was making straight A's and then their grades are starting to be failing grades, that could be something, a red flag for us to kind of wonder what's going on. Many students I talk to will tell me that they're not motivated and they're not engaged in school when they start to feel depressed and they can't physically get out of bed. If they're talking about things about it would be better off without them, or if they're saying nobody cares about me, those are other statements that sometimes might make us believe that they may be feeling some depression and not wanting to go on. If they are doing any at-risk behaviors, start a sudden use of drugs or alcohol, or doing some self-injury, that is also another big red flag that something else is going on in your child or your friend or your family member is going through some kind of depression or anxiety or personal crisis. So please don't wait. If you start to notice those things, go talk to your doctor. Go talk to the school counselor. Don't ignore these warning signs, because these are so important that we notice them so we can help. Many students, many people that are going through depression, they can't talk about it. And so you're looking to see other ways that you can recognize these signs.